Hello my fellow gamers and welcome to the second day of this Dawn of War SoulStorm tournament, where today we have got Geraldo. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but you can see the name down there. And then on the right side as the Necrons we have Rhok. So this is Necrons against Orks. It's going to be a very interesting one, a good map as well. Got two entrance points, both to the north and the south, to both bases. You then have relics in the far north and the far south. And in the centre you got critical location, you got two on either side. But they're in negative cover. So to capture them, you're going to be having a problem, and hold them as well. So the Necrons are very quickly getting some plasma generators up. And a summoning core is ready to build. The Orks are getting all of the Orks ready, and they're capturing points as quickly as they're possible. So definitely good start there. We got a mech coming in. On this side, we got the first warrior coming in. And you got to remember, guys, Necrons don't cost a fin, but they take longer and longer to build each unit. So you can't just completely spam with them. There comes the first unit, second unit coming in. But the Necrons don't need wreck resistance, they only need power. That's why they have loads of generators. But if they capture the critical locations, will actually speed up their building, their researching, and what units they can get. So what you saw there, see that little red light above the Necron's head? That is actually Rhok putting the rally point on the warriors. I don't know if you could do that, but that means any reinforcements are going to follow that group, which is brilliant. I didn't even know you could do that. So the Orks are spreading out, capturing as many points as they can, getting the relic as well, getting that domination, getting that early lead with wreck resistance and points, and of course being able to see line of sight of the map. For those guys that aren't sure, maybe you missed yesterday's episode, or I might have not explained very well. I'm not going to lie, yesterday's episode wasn't my best, so I apologise for that. But in this one, it is the objective of the mission for the players is to either hold two of the three critical locations for 7 minutes, or destroy the enemy's headquarters, which is this and this, the building they start with. So it's either dominate the map or eradicate your enemy's headquarters so there's no leadership. In comes the Orcs with a big mech doing a bit of probing, which is always good to see. The Scarabs for the Necrons are vital, because not only are they their builders, they're the only ones that can capture points. So they need them for nearly everything. So if the Orcs can take them out, brilliant. Necrons, as you can see as well, very slow. We got Orcs pushing up on this side as well. Got some warriors here. And the thing is as well is the Orcs can easily outmaneuver the Necrons because they're so slow. So in comes the big mech trying to cause as much damage, trying to take those warriors out. You see how he's not wasting time getting the builders. He's just, now he's going for that because it's weakened, but he's more interested in dealing with the builders. Then we have Orks. I don't think now he realises, so he's pulling them back. And here we've got some Orks chasing some scabs, trying to shut that down. We've got some suitables coming in as well. And we've got, they're building listening posts as well. So we're not going to have like the yesterday's round where we had no listening posts built. There would definitely be more of a fight in this one. Research has been completed for the Necrons, which ups their just general stats. He's now got level 2 Necron warriors pretty much. That's why they're glowing a bit more. So their guns are going to do more damage, their melee attack, and I believe they've got more health as well. But if I'm wrong on that, do correct me on the comments. So here comes the big mech, and this is something he can do, which is really cool, is he can actually teleport. So he teleported from there to there. Now he's making a run for it on third suitors coming in to give him support. Very lucky escape there, because you can see he will now start gaining health back up. But the Necrons are now massing for a counterattack. These Orcs are still chasing the Scabs around, because apparently the Scabs are just fast enough to keep the Orcs off them for a bit. Here we go, the first engagement, proper engagement between the Orcs and the Necrons here. Now the Orcs want to get in there in melee as quickly as possible, so then they can focus on shooting down the others. That's how they, I think they need to take these Necrons out. And he is trying to do that, but there's so many Necrons. So the Rhok is keeping them some from a distance so he can give support. And there's some more Necrons coming down from the south. So the Orcs' morale broken is now for them back. Let's have a look. How are... See, the Orcs are still causing problems at the back, which is brilliant. But now we do have flared ones coming in, and they can deep strike anywhere on the map as long as there's line of sight, which is always a problem. What have we got going on here? It's getting some more generators. Yep, we've got some Orks there. And this is why you want this in post as well. Look, nice bit of defence here. It's keeping it. Rhok has to really deal with these to get rid of it. And you've got one up here that will cover. The Orks are going to do a bit of probing, but I don't think it's a wise idea. It's worth getting a few shots on when you can, but a little bit too late, because now the Necrons can put their full attention onto the Orks. If the Orks wanted to live longer, they need to get in here. Oh, the big mech's been sniped. So now the Orks, if they went in here, they would get more cover and thus last longer. But there is far too many Necrons at this point. Going down. There's no launch counter critical locations as of yet. But I'm interested when these flared ones. Look at this though, guys. This is what you want. Here comes the flared ones out of the ground now. Really good melee experts. As you can see, draped in the flesh of their enemies. So that is a bit of a pit off for whoever is fighting them as the Orks are now marching up the hill. Flared ones have kind of been a bit abandoned though. They've just been left here. And look, the Orks, all of their buildings have guns. This is what makes Orks so good, is the fact that all their guns, all their buildings have guns on them, apart from the generators. So they can put up a good stand, even if they've just got buildings. Not sure what these Orks are doing. But the Necrons are just marching through. And I think there's only 3 squads here. Yes, there's only 3 squads here. But Rhok has got this right clicked. So pretty much what that means, if it's flashing, as long as they need reinforcements, they will keep reinforcement. The shooters are getting a little bit too brave. You may notice the Necrons don't benefit from the cover. They don't get the negatives of being in water, but they don't get the buffs of being in craters. The Orks, you get a bit too brave, guys. If they turn around, trying to take out the Scarabs, but the Necrons have now turned around, and that's going to... Oh, we've got a Necron Lord now coming in. They're quickly trying to desperately build that. They've got more shooter boys, and they've got some jump storm boys coming in, some jump infantry. But that is a lot of Necrons. And as you can see, a few of those got shot out of the air, and then got absolutely wiped out, unfortunately. We do have one slugger boy here with a flamethrower, just hiding at the back. But I can't see the Necrons getting out. Sorry, the Orks getting out of this one. I think the Necrons are pushing up now. And there's just not enough Orks here to stop it, especially the Necron Lord. Oh, and here comes the flared ones as well. That's going to cause some serious problems. And of course, guys, what Rhok could be doing is capturing the critical locations behind this purse. He's got Scarabs here that aren't doing anything. So he could get them to capture the critical location. So if this push did somehow fail, then he would still be pitting them on the back burner. And, oh, burner ball goes down. Necron Lord kind of just sitting back. He's now moving in. But look at the damage. That's because he's of the upgrades as well. Doing so much damage, which is really saying. The Orks had a really good early advantage. They're trying to take down the Scarabs, trying to, you know, harass them and move them around. But unfortunately, just the death march of the Necrons was too much for them. And yeah, I mean, we've got some slugger boys coming in now, the reinforcements, but all Rhok has to do is destroy this settlement, and he has won the battle. And it's only 8 minutes in as well. Look, the Necron Lord just ripping up any Orc that gets in his way. The Necron Warriors cutting them down as well. There's pretty much nothing left now. The Orcs are out, I would say. It's just a matter of waiting. There we go. And he gave the match to Rhok, because he had nothing left. So that is 1 win to Rhok and his Necrons. But we'll see in round 2 if the Orcs can make a comeback. Here we are with round 2 then. So we have, in the bottom left, we have Rhok and his Necrons. 1 up in this best out of 3. And in the top right, we have Geraldo. I keep mispronouncing that. Geraldo. The Orc player in the top right. So immediately getting the boys had done as quickly as possible. He's getting those done. He's getting Orc boys out, which is great. The Necrons are immediately building the summoning core first, and then getting the generators up. He wants to get that upgrade as soon as possible. No Necron Warriors in the build. Now, this map's really interesting. You can see this Blood River going all the way through. It's all negative cover. So you've actually got to get past each other, past that negative cover. We do have critical location here in the far right. 1 in the centre and 1 on the far left. There are also 2 relics. And then you've got some strategic locations for the enemy to capture and get the resources up. Of course, the Necrons can outright just ignore them and just focus on getting generators up as quickly as possible. We do have some warriors up. The Orc player, though, is getting his first generator up. Nice. Getting their listening post up. They're getting those strategic locations as quickly as possible. Obviously, as I said, not just requisition, but also line of sight. Fantastic. Doing a great job there. Necrons coming in now with them, but this doesn't affect the Necrons in the slightest, but then they don't get the buffs from the heavy cover either. Should probably have, yep, more Necrons on the go. Scarabs did a great job here. Big Mech has entered the field for the Orks, and we've got Ork boys. They probably could do some more reinforcements, but something I didn't mention in the last match. Orks have a mechanic called Warg, and this is how big the Warg can get. You need more Warg towers and such to get this up. So it's like another cap on the Orks, really. So he's got to be really careful where he pitches stuff. So the Orks capturing the relic there. They're spreading out to capture the flank there. If I was the Orks, I would try and get the critical locations. Pit the Necrons on a timer. Because, of course, the Necrons being quite slow, you could probably outmaneuver them and then just destroy the Scarab. So here comes the Big Mech. He's going to do a bit of probing. There's some chaos here. You know, they didn't do too well here. So now we've got the Orks and the Necrons flying over it. He's just going to do a bit of probing, and I suspect he'll beam back when he's decided he's had enough. Get a nice hit here. When he sees that the Scabs are not all coming, though, he's quite powerful, but boom, disappears. Where did he go? He's over here now. So he's kind of going to go scout around. Both relics are being captured. Got some shooter boys ready. Got some Warg towers going down now, which is fantastic. So now they're capturing the relics, but Rhok is going for the critical locations. So is it going to be who dominates the map? Who's going to dominate the battle? Now we saw in the last match that the Orks did get beaten in a straight up fight against 3 squads of Necrons. So is he going to bring some more forces, or is he going to go for the critical locations? I believe he is just going for the points at this point. We got some more Necrons coming up on the side here. Has he got that going? I suspect he's already has. More Necron wars coming in. Actually, yeah, you can tell because they're glowing more. But yeah, they're very good hit and run tactics here. It's not worth taking a fight that you can't win. But he is securing the relics, which of course will, if the machine can't cover this area, cover that area once they've built that. But the Necrons are pushing up now into the river and up to the Orcs base, so they've got to be really careful about that. We have another squad, I believe, on the way. Yep, yeah, they are. That is a listening post down. That's a lot of resources Orcs just lost because of that. But there is quite a few units. A couple of units of Shooter Boys, 3 units of Sluggers, and the Big Mech as well. So, hopefully, our Orc player has learned from his previous game about fighting the Necrons and how to push them back. So, the Necrons are getting this critical location. They pretty much have that secured. They just got to capture it. This one might be out of their hands. Gretchen making a run for it as soon as trouble appears. I hope that wasn't the Necrons destroyed that, because that would have been 100 resources. Well, 90 for the Orcs, gone. Here we go there, they're making their stand. We've got the Warg towers going. Let that little Gretchen go. Another Warg tower. Now, this is the problem. The Orcs need to commit as one or don't bother. They need to bring them in, let the big guns deal with them, and then teleport in and just, yeah, send in everything. Otherwise, the Necrons should just take them on piecemeal. As you can see, the Orcs are brilliant. The Big Mech is just beamed in behind them. But I think it might have been a little bit too there. A lot of Orcs fail, and now the Necrons are just slowly falling back. What have we got over there? Is that Scarabs? Yep, Scarabs are building towers there, and the Scarabs are capturing that relic. The Orcs, though, are pushing the Necrons back, but the problem is the Necrons are putting the Orcs into the river, guys, and that means they will be getting negative. As you see, when they enter that river, they just drop down dead because of the amount of damage they take because of the negative stats they get due to the river. See, now they've pulled back, watch, turn around, and they're just going to mow these Orcs down in the river. Very, very smart play there by Rhok and the Necrons. But the Orcs saw it and got out there as quick as they can, and they are reinforcement as quickly as possible. Problem is there much being built for the Orcs? I mean, let's have a look at their resources. They don't have many resources. I expect a lot of it is pitted into reinforcement. But this is a decent defense here, and then they can counter-attack while the buildings take the damage. Problem is, we now have Scabs coming up, and I think they're going to try and capture that location. That critical location has been done. This one's been unclaimed so far. No one's claimed this one. If the Necron player just grabbed it, then he'll be putting the Orcs on the back foot. But as you can see, upgrading them, getting more requisition, getting more options. He's getting some Stormtroopers so he can get them into the action as quickly as possible. Because that's within the Necrons. Once you get them into close combat, they're not as strong, I believe, than they are shooting. So if you can get them in close combat... Oh dear. But Rhok, being the player that he is not relenting. White Host sent up one squad is pushing on the right flank, and the Orks are moving to deal with it. Could this be a mistake? But we'll have to see what happens. Will the Orks be able to... Because surely, as soon as the Necron player sees that the Orks have left the base, yes, they can win this fight, but then the Necrons can just push up and destroy the defences without the... And again, the Orks, brilliant jump troop in there. There you go. So now they're swarming. And you see, Necrons can be beaten if swarmed by the Orks, but they have to be swarmed. But as I feared, the Necrons are now moving up. 3 squads moving up here. And I suspect, knowing him, he's got flared bombs somewhere. I would not put it past him. Maybe he's going for a different build though, and just going for the warriors. You can see though, now, while the Orks deal with this diversion squad, which didn't cost a fin for him, and lost some Orks, the buildings are being absolutely overwhelmed by this firepower. And there is no reinforcements coming in for the Orks. I don't think he's really got any resources. He's got some, but he's got no warg left, so he can't build. Jump troops get in there as quick as they can, just to keep them distracted. And the shooter boys coming in. This could be a very nice recovery here by the Orks, pushing them back. And this is definitely a much better game than the first one. It's definitely the Orks have improved. More warg towers, that's being repaired. But he's being careful as well. He doesn't want... Oh, here we go. They're straight in there. Now these guys are getting in. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Rhok has actually put a Necron turret down, so when that builds, that's going to start zapping, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Orks slowly getting beaten down. They're having to fall back, and the big mech's been caught out. I don't think he's got his teleport. He used it to get in, and now the turret's going down as well. He is not going to last long. And we've got over there more Necron wars coming. The shooters are coming in, but it's too little too late. Big mech's going to go down. Support is trying to support as best as they can. Got a pile of guns coming in, which is the Orks upgraded building, so they can upgrade weapons. But there's just nothing I don't think that the Orks can do to stop this. Shooter boys just don't have the firepower to deal with this many Necrons, and the listening post is going to go down oh so quickly. This backup with the tower in the river, the Necrons have got themselves in a beautiful position here to push the Orks out of this game and out of the tournament. Well, if we got building, we've got some more shooter balls, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The Necrons are falling back though. They did lose a lot of Necrons to this. There's more shooters coming in, and we've got, yep, the big guns coming in, and those warg towers. But the problem is the Orks keep moving forward aggressively, and that's when the Necrons turn around, destroy a squad. Full back, come in, and they're destroying them piecemeal. Oh, we got some Orks hiding in the building, but that didn't really help. They are winning this flank, but now the Necrons' main focus is the north. Deal with the listening post, push that back. If they can destroy that, there'll be less requisition. Not sure when these Orks go. They're chasing this, but they're going to be picked off if they're not careful. Don't know where the Necron Lord is, but there is another squad of Necrons now coming up, and the Orks are struggling just to hold this off. But they are doing a hell of a lot of damage, but the turret is now shooting. I believe that's leveled up as well. Thus why its range has got greater, and it's going to be doing more damage. So the Orks are very slowly but surely being pushed back. They've lost their big mech. They've lost their jump troops and that. Look at the bodies though. This has been hard fought, this beach. Whoever owns the beach pretty much wins the game. And the Orks yeah, I mean, the Orks have got a decent line here. The Necrons, a great line here, using the terrain to their advantage as well. Not sure why he's not going for the critical locations. I mean, he literally goes past them. But if you can see here, he's not doing much on this side. He's quite heavily microing at home, and so he's not doing much. What resources he got? No, pretty decent, but he could be spending more. He could be doing more. He could be... As you can see, he's now master his troops on one side, while if he came this way again, he could split the forces and neglect this defense point completely. But he could also go north, far north along here, and destroy the Boys' Hut, so he can't hire any more suitor boys. But he's currently waiting at the moment. Oh, he's upgrading his monolith. So he's definitely going for the long game, but the Orks, I think, have lost a bit of patience there. As Orks do, they want to get in there. They want to cause as much trouble as they can. I'm hoping he's done some upgrades to the pile guns, because you can upgrade all their guns. Oh, he's got big shooters coming in as well now, which is always good to see. Something he might want to do as well, if he's got the requisition, is while these are closed, get them full, and then charge them in, because there's, well, the listening post might be able to detect them, but when they're in the open, they might be able to do some damage. Bit worried about why this is happening. Could we see a monolith in this game? Would be interesting if he did, but I mean, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full squads of upgraded Necron warriors waiting to go in, and I'm not sure what the Orks are doing. I think they're just trying to get as many troops, big shooters and upgrades as possible, but it is going to come down eventually. One of these sides have to move, but we do have a push going down here. We got some Gretchen who are having a little poke around, seeing what they could do here. Do a bit of scam, because they are invisible, and I don't think the Necrons have much to detect. We do have a greater summoning core coming up though. Gretchen making a full back now. But again, why has Rhok not grabbed this location? They've got 8 minutes left till the game is over. This could be a tie if Rhok does not either push up or grab that location. The Orks could go for a tie here, and then they would have to fight the third round anyway. But here we go, the Necrons are pushing up, and the Orks immediately attack. This, I believe, has been upgraded now, but oh, as you can see though, it's just, even if the upgraded Orks, the Necrons have just further upgraded, and they're just gunning everything down. I mean, he's trying to be careful, he's got to lose the odd warrior, as you can see, but it's just barely anything compared to what's actually here. But Rhok should be more confident. He could probably come in and destroy most of this at this point. Oh, we're getting some more hits here. But there's a... Oh, guys. We have Immortals on the field. These guys are even heavier enemy troops than the Necron warriors. Longer range, better guns, more health. And this is what the Rhok's waiting for. But the Orks are trying to push up. I do love the way the Rhok is pushing, probing. But the Mortars are now coming in. If you watch, these guys would just pretty much disintegrate under this firepower now. Still holding back though. But he nearly lost a whole squad. But it's good how he's probing, seeing how does he react in that. Orks look like they're trying to fall back. The Necrons are now pushing. Look at the range of the Immortals. And the damage, the health just disappears. And there goes one of this. The second one's going to be quick to follow. Now they're coming in and dealing with the Orks. And oh, this is not looking good. You can see though the range of these guns are doing a great job. But it doesn't matter if the Immortals coming in. We just had some armor upgrades as well. So the Orks would have had more health. But yeah, as you can see, the Necrons are just dealing with the Rhok towers. And oh, look at the bodies of Orks piling up as the Necrons. He's somehow got the Necrons to break though, which is quite impressive. But you see, constant reinforcement. There goes the defense. Oh, sorry about that. And yeah, nothing can be done now. Necrons are being destroyed. It's all down to the one bit. And once again, the Necrons, their march of death has pushed the Orks back and have finished them off with 5 minutes to spare. Though, to be fair, he could have probably captured a critical location and finished it off quicker. But there we go, guys. That is 2 wins to Rhok and the Necron players. Unfortunately, we'll have to say goodbye to the Ork player, which is very unfortunate, but never mind. So that is today's games, guys. Thank you for joining in. Tomorrow, we'll have another 2 players taking on in Dawn of War and see who will join Exion, who won the first round, and Rhok, who won in the second round. Look forward to seeing you there. Till then, guys, take care.